you guys? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party, hosted by me, your host, Party Next Shore. What's up, Shores? Today, we are going to be talking about Bad Boys Houston audition special. Sorry this video is late, by the way. I've been, needed to give my body some rest, but I'm back. And yeah, this casting special was very interesting. Before I get into my thoughts, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like, comment, subscribe. We have fun over here. Ask my followers or subscribers. And without further ado, let's just get straight into my thoughts because I got a lot of things I want to talk about, and yeah.
I thought I knew you.
So it's the Bad Boys Houston. We see is paneling over Houston. We're seeing all these people in line. My question when I first saw it, why are so many people in this hot Houston heat with these fur coats on? Like, I know it's pushing at least 99 degrees. And I know y'all was outside standing in line for a minute, so why? But we seeing all the people walk up. I know we see Blueface walking in, folks walking up to him, shaking up to him like they think it's Jay-Z. And we see Jonathan walking in, and we're just seeing a whole bunch of different variations of potential bad boys that may be on the next season.
These bitches couldn't come from me or my motherfucking city. I'm shutting Houston down. I'm shutting Houston down. I'm shutting Houston down.
Also, side note, Zeus, all these clips I'm about to post, I got them from Twitter, so take it up with them, because I know y'all be trying to copyright people. This is Twitter. Yeah, I saw a couple people in a wheelchair, bad boys don't discriminate, I see. And then all of a sudden, everybody started cheering Natalie. Natalie, I'm like, oh, brother. Here come Natalie. This is my show. I want to see some bad boys. And I'm just thinking in my head, the same people that was in this line cheering for Natalie is the same people that went on TikTok and then did a Surviving Bad Boys audition story. But that's neither here nor there. So now we see Natalie backstage and she's talking to Real, Anthony, and Curtis. Now, Real, Anthony, and Curtis, they are the prejudges. Natalie is telling them the rules. They have to see them first. And if they feel like they can make it to the next round, then they'll go see Natalie, Jonathan, and Blueface. But Natalie's talking to them. She's like, they've been fighting. It's crazy. Have you seen the fights? They all on the BGC pages. Now, while we see more people in line, it's this really big, tall man. He's talking his mess, popping his gums or whatever. And he was like, you see me, whatever. Now, the boy he get into it, I believe that's the, piece of a burger, that person that went viral, then went to jail the next day. I think that's who he got into it with, don't quote me. But he just kind of walked over there, and the boy, the pizza burger boy, he was like, no, I was just asking, I don't want no issues, I'm cool. But he was trying to like push him around and stuff. He was like, you won't compare to me. Then I think he went like that to him.
No, I was just asking you. I was just asking. Hey, bro, you don't get too upset. Calm down.
They started fighting. But like the tall man had a lot of ant on his chest. He pushed him and called him a nobody, but I don't think it was like all that was called for. Like, I feel like he was doing the most because, he wanted camera talk. And like for him to be that tall, the fight was really weak and his punches wasn't even like, it was like, But like I said, folks do whatever for some TV time. Next, we see everybody backstage. So while they're backstage, everybody's taking pictures, but a situation erupts. Now, Real has gotten into it with this light-skinned man. It wasn't like a big, whatever, but I could see them like, what's up? I saw him, Miles, I'm on whatever time you on. And Real and him, they're not arguing at this point, but it looks like they're having some type of dialogue. Jonathan, all of a sudden, he came around the corner and he snuck him. And I'm going to say snuck because that's exactly what Jonathan did.
So what's going?
The boy was having a dialogue with Real, and he was looking right at Real, right? So it's like, let's say me and you, me and you, friend. We like, what's up? You good? Like, what you want to do? What you want to do? Then all of a sudden, here comes somebody by who, boom, punch me in the face. Like, you just snuck me. So Jonathan come punching on him, and it's a mess. Like, the boy fall into the mirror, breaking it. I'm like, somebody finna get 7 years of bad luck. But it was a big situation. However, I felt this stuff, for that to be a whole big situation on the blogs, I feel like we still don't know what happened. Still don't know what caused the argument. We still don't know what was really said. We still don't know how it happened. We just know Jonathan snuck the boy and put his hat on. And also, I'm like, was he even auditioning to be a part? Like, was he an auditioner? Because he was backstage with the rest of them. So it's like, for him to be back here, did he have like a bigger role than we expected? Like I said, Jonathan put his hat on. I don't know, I just feel like that whole situation was weird and like just a tad bit uncalled for because it just wasn't necessary. I feel like if it came down to it, the real could have handled himself just on his own in that situation, but you know, people be on rah-rah. So next we see them interviewing this light-skinned boy who is allegedly rumored to already be on the cast, but he's saying everybody lame, can't nobody compare to him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, here we go again.
Bad boy, nigga, I've been a bad boy, you feel me? But shit, I'm here to represent the city, you know what I'm saying? All these niggas really lame as fuck.
Next we see Natalie talking to Blue and Jonathan, and she's like, y'all really have to help me this season. Like, I picked a couple lanes. I messed up last, and Jonathan like, we ain't gonna let you handle that. Then we see Janisha interviewing people, and then she started giving the rules. So now we're actually finna get into the audition process. And we see the first set of auditions. Now, I really thought it was gonna be set up like the One More Chance audition special. And if you haven't, go back and look at that on Zeus for the first season, the audition special with Michael Blackston. The girls came in one by one. It was interesting. But this one just looked cluttered. It was too many people in the room, everybody talking. They have to get up and say, be quiet. Lots of moving parts, and then potentially a fire hazard, honestly. So Rel and Anthony are introducing themselves and saying what's the rules and stuff like that. But it was just the attitudes that was turning me off. Cause they was like, okay, make sure y'all ain't impressed, but we ain't got time. Y'all got a certain amount of seconds, and if you ain't impressed, okay, y'all gotta go. Like, we ain't got time. Like, calm down.
What happened to hello? How are you? My name is. What happened to?
Like, I get it, y'all trying to pick the best of the best, but just have a little bit like compassion because some people did drive like 17 hours from Nevada here just to audition for y'all. So I just feel like the vibe could have been a little different. Like the first person that auditioned, he was a rapper that drove 17 hours. He was rapping. They asked him how old he was. They was like, come on along, but he was 33. And then they started to cut the time down from like 30 to 15 seconds. Like they had 15 seconds to audition. And trust me, I get it because it's like a million something people there. That hotel was packed out. I get why they had to cut the time down. I get it, like, you know, you have to impress us on your first. And so I'm not talking about that. But me just being me, I just feel like they could have been a little nicer. And went from who was a bad boy to who they wanted to sleep with, honestly. If you was cute, they was passing, or if they want you to take off your clothes. I was like, okay, are you auditioning for the show or you're under himself? Anthony even had this one boy strip. And when he took his shirt off, he had a whole harness on it. But I was like, that did something for y'all because they didn't do nothing for me. I'm like, you wasn't hot, uncomfortable with all that on. Anthony just kept putting up this take your clothes off sign. But that's not to say it didn't have no funny moments because it did have some on Kiki.
Hurry up.
That one boy who was like, what are your pronouns? And he said,
I taste sweet like an into man, huh? Switch niggas like I'm Ben 10. Only cuff the guy with the highest bid. He said, meet me at the telly at the Western or the Mary. He gon' put it in my belly while he be on my jelly. He eat it like the deli, got me singing like I'm Kelly. It's getting hot in here, clothes off like I'm Nelly,
What do you identify as?
A nigga.
Get your ass over there.
That's right, bitch.
so Rhea was like, go this way. So I'm like, okay, so I guess if you go to the right, you're going to see Natalie, Blueface, and then you go to the next round. But if you go to the left, you're done. It was this one boy that walked up and dragged him. He said, y'all on season 2 and you still don't know what a bad boy is. And I was like, oh, he throwing shots to them because they was on season 1. And then it stopped getting so rushed. Like, if you walked up, you was cute, automatic to the left. If you walked up, they wanted to sleep with you, automatic to the left. Even this one dude who Rhea used to sleep with to the right. I mean, right, whatever, hell. So now let's get to this next part, right? So this little small man from California walk up and Rhea instantly was like, you're not making it to the next round. And he's like, what? Rhea was like, I heard from some people that you was disrespecting my manager. They kind of have a little bit of dialogue. Rhea like, let him come back, explain himself. So he's like, I paid $300. He's putting his proper voice on, right? I paid $300 for a stay here in this hotel. And this lady said I couldn't go. I am what did he say he is? A political fundraising consultant. I'm like, sir, do you need to be on Indeed? This you do know where you at, right? Like, you sound a little bit too corporate. He even said, right before I got in the audition line, I had a meeting. I'm like, okay, you do know if you get on this, you're gonna have to take time off. 9 to 5, you only get like 5 vacation days. Like when Tamisha told Jenna that on the BGCA reunion, you left that to come on the Bad Boys Club. If he is telling the truth, you're not supposed to be lying. But they started getting a little feisty. Rail started getting up like, what's up? And he was like, huh? And next thing you know, Rail ran up on the boy.
You asked me to explain myself, correct?
I was outside.
What you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Security came and tapped the boy, and he fell. His polo red bottoms, with whatever's left of them red bottoms was in the air. They carried him out like that. It was just a mess. Next, we see Janisa. She just out there. She just I don't know what it is about Janisha. She's just gonna smile and just say, hey y'all. Anyway, she interviewing this Stevie J look like, I swear to God, I thought that was Stevie J. I was like, what are you doing here? He, once again, had on this hot fur coat, but he was a Virginia Islander like Janisha, so you know, they had a bit of a connection, and she had the boy rap.
I got a snapback, let the nigga hit that, put it in his face, make him eat it like a Kit Kat. Me never see a gal want me love so. Pussy so fat, got me want to fuck yo.
But back to the audition, they had some of everybody walking up. They had this grown man, looked like he could be somebody's daddy, I swear. He was 35 though, but he was walking up auditioning. They had Knockout. If you don't know who Knockout is, he is a corn star. I don't know if we can say the other word, but yeah.
I'm the big stunner and the big skipper. Hey, what y'all wanna do? You buy, bitch. Anthony, don't nobody even fuck with you. Hydra,
You fuck with me,
I love you. I don't fuck with you since you
don't have
gave
to.
me that song.
You don't have to.
Step up, big
Man,
stunner
you don't have
and the
to.
big skipper. Ah, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitches.
And a lot of them Twitter OnlyFans men was there. Like, what's his name? The GAK Trizzy dude was there, and they were just getting turned on. I'm just like, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just not doing it for me. I said, if the girls like it, the girls like, you know, go off. So, but personally, I was just like, wow. Another one was there. I forgot his name, but he was there. It was back to Janisa, and she's interviewing these rappers. I'm just thinking in my head, why everybody want to be a rapper? Like, can someone say, why does everybody want to be a rapper? He was interviewing this one boy, he didn't put his deep voice on the rap. He was like, yeah, I get the bread, blah, blah, blah. Then she interviewed this other boy. He ate him up his rap.
Fuck you saying, little goofy, stop playing with me. I genuine number killers like his ass up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, he's taking the mic. Okay.
Man, what the fuck she think this is? I ain't no bust down bitch. You gotta spend a whole check before you bounce this shit. Matter of fact, we flying jets, you finna fly this bitch. And unless you signing checks, you ain't talking about shit.
Audition, they had this one boy walk up, he forgot his age. He's like, I'm 26. They said, that's an old 26. Well, I actually forgot my age. Bye. These best friends audition and they split them up. So now we're heading towards the end of the episode, right? And this very small man, he's going off on the cameras because he was like, they ain't get him. He's been there for 5 hours. How y'all ain't get the bat? He's very animated too.
The big banger in this motherfucker. Like, I've been standing right here the whole motherfucking time. I've been in line for motherfucking about 5 hours. Burning the fuck up. And y'all gonna walk past me? We don't do that in this motherfucker. You gotta get the baddest nigga in the bitch.
He was like, the camera people just been walking past him. And I was like, yeah, they probably didn't see him. Like, no funny stuff like in there. They probably just didn't see him. Back in the audition room, and this one little light-skinned boy, his name is Paul, right? He walked up, and Rel was like, y'all just be letting people walk in front of y'all. And the small man who was like, y'all done, you know, walk past, he walked on. He's like, ain't nobody gonna take my spot. He was like, yeah, if y'all want some energy, I'll go. So the boy, he backed up. He was like, I don't want no issue. Rel, you gotta go just because you let him take your spot. I'm like, maybe he just didn't want, he's just not argumentative. Confrontative. He like, you want the spot, you get the spot. Rel, like, if you can leave if you let him take his spot. But he like, nah, ain't nobody can take my spot. But it started getting aggressive between that little small man and the light-skinned boy, Paul.
Y'all just letting these people skip in front of y'all. Y'all scary.
Okay, hold on. You can go back. Okay, so y'all want some energy?
You can go that way.
Yeah,
Since you let him handle it, you can go that way. He let him handle it. You let him take your spot. You can go that way. You let him take your spot.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my shit while you standing right there. Y'all want energy? I'm finna give y'all some energy, okay?
And the judges, they hyping up. He's like, don't let him take your spot. Don't let him take your spot. They basically saying, you know, fight for your spot. And I feel at this point, Liam Palmer called them and was like, hey, we need y'all to hype it up, get a fight going or whatever. So this is their time to fight. And that's what happened. They fought. And that little small extra man, he was getting up with him. But they was living for it on Twitter. Not they in particular, but that little light-skinned boy, he was like, on Twitter, I just fought on TV. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Ain't nobody connect. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Give them their little 15 minutes. They gonna go off, baby. I ain't mad about it. Y'all really went down there and showed out like that. And was it worth it? I don't think it was worth it the way everybody was telling their story on TikTok. I ain't forgot about that. You know what? Next week, you know, because I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to recap, you know. Next week, y'all, we get to see them go in front of Natalie. What did y'all think? I want to get y'all opinion. What did y'all think about the casting special? Did y'all have any thoughts about it? Let me know in the comment section as y'all always do, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!